There's Vash driving the car.
Oh, let's talk about He-Man. But first, let me give you a dissertation about Tony Shalhoub. Hey, everybody, I'm Vash, and this is my used-to-be good friend, Chris, who's just giving me the hardest time, and look at him.
So here we are. We're going to talk about Masters of the Universe. Vash.
Chris, what's up, buddy?
You went and saw Masters of the Universe.
I did, and I went alone, which I don't usually do when I go to the movies, but did you see He-Man?
I saw He-Man.
What'd you think?
I enjoyed it. I try not to get too excited for movies that I know I want to be really good. Like Transformers 1, when that came out, I was super excited, but then I was like, I see a couple trailers, like maybe I should tone my expectations down.
Right.
And I start seeing, glimpses of Masters of the Universe, same thing. I'm like, maybe I should tone my excitement down, but I couldn't because I was so pumped to see Masters of the Universe. It's coming back. And I said, screw it. I'm going to be excited for it. And I smiled the whole time. Was it perfect? No. But I think the spirit of everything was there. There was a lot of smiling because that movie was too long.
That was a long movie. It was like, what, 2.5 hours? That was a long movie. I shared that trailer with everybody because I was like, this looks awesome. It looked like a great action movie. It looked like it was going to be, it had all the characters and they looked the way that we remembered them from the show. Mm-hmm. I was pumped when I saw the first trailer. And I think they came out with a second trailer and I was even more pumped.
It made me feel like Guardians of the Galaxy, and I love Guardians of the Galaxy. Probably my favorite thing out of the MCU is Guardians of the Galaxy, and all the previews and everything I saw for Masters of the Universe was just like painting that for me.
Yeah, and you remember like when the trailer came out? You were on board since then.
Once I saw Skeletor, it was on. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, you know what? I don't have anything against Jared Leto. I don't. I don't think he's a bad actor. I think he has picked some bad roles. I think his Joker, I can't say nobody. No matter who played the Joker that he played, I don't think I would have enjoyed it. I don't think the Joker that they chose was a Joker I'd like to see. He played.
I don't know how you can top the previous Jokers.
I don't know, because everybody said that when Heath Ledger was a Joker, they were like, he'll never be better than Jack Nicholson. And look, he's amazing. When people say things like they can't do that role better, I think in the world there will be somebody who will always be able to take over or continue. I don't think roles stop with one person. We get emotionally attached to the actors and the time that we watch the movie and things like that. But I feel like characters can always be done by someone else. His Skeletor I thought was really very fun, really well done. I don't know how I feel about King Randor dying. I don't think he needed to. I don't think that it did anything that couldn't have been done without him dying. And I like King Randor.
Yeah, they took some paths that were totally unnecessary. I felt like it didn't lead to anything else. When they crash in the forest, like what was the point of any of that happening? Was it just for a bad joke? Because that was really my only issue. My biggest issue was the humor. Anytime they felt like that there was an opening to throw in some of that lame, dopey one-line, offhand comment, and you don't need to do that all the time. But this movie, it seemed like every opportunity they had, they took it. Like I thought, without all that stupid little stuff, it made the movie longer, and I felt like it was kind of too many opportunities to take me out of the moment real quick.
Right. I agree with that. There's a lot of the dialogue. I was just like, the parts that I liked, I really liked. Parts that I didn't like, I was like, if this wasn't here, I think this movie would have been better. And there was quite a bit of that throughout the whole movie.
Mm-hmm. Because we're talking about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. You don't need to get that deep.
I would have rather Beastman been a guy in a suit. I'm just not a fan of CGI like characters. like I said, we were talking earlier when I said to you the Ninja Turtles movie from the 90s when they were in like the rubber suits and, I could get it back. I could get it back. Like, I love that. But then in the TMNT, in the CGI Michael Bay movies, it's just like CGI turtles. And I'm watching, I'm like, not getting anything. I'm not feeling anything. Like, give me a physical. And with Beastman, like, I'd have rather have been a person. But that's just me. What do you think?
I don't know if it's so much that or if I would have preferred a different look for Beastman.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked a little bit more of the blue smeared kind of eyeliner,
Mm-hmm.
just because I'm an old school, Beastman toy and cartoon. But I feel the same way about Battle Cat, Cringer. I feel like they could have put more into the effect of Cringer.
Like when Adam touched him and it almost like his hands were flat. I was like, and I remember that moment. I was like, "Oh no!" Like you can see he's not touching him. That was really cool.
Yeah.
That took me out of it for a little while. Some things that didn't need to be CGI was my problem. Like I said, Beastman didn't need CGI. They could have just made a big scary guy in a big orange mane and call it a day. Trapjaw. Okay, let's look at Trapjaw for a second. Trapjaw to me looked like what a kid would have imagined Trapjaw looked like.
He looked awesome.
Yeah, no, he looked great, but like he looked like more like this is my version of what he would look like if I was like 9. He looked like almost like somebody drew him and then they made that drawing real.
Yeah,
I love my boy Idris Elba. He ate.
Oh, that is Man at Arms.
Yeah,
and that first fight.
Before he got to Trapjaw, when he was taking out the soldier, the one with Trapjaw.
Yeah, as soon as it begins, as soon as he starts getting the action, your Man at Arms nut popped. Then the battle with Trapjaw was off the hook, and then I love that they get at it again. Like, rips the arm off of Trapjaw. I like the route that they took with him, like, feeling like he failed and kind of just went into the hole and became, an alcoholic and just having PTSD, issues over what happened.
Yeah.
And I like that he has a little flask in his suit.
I was excited to see Alison Brie as Evelyn because I was like, I think she's got a great like personality, she does well in her roles. And so I was like, this ought to be.
You can see it in her eyes too. Like she could pull off a really good crazy person.
Yeah. So, and she, the thing is though, Evelyn didn't get. I feel like Evelyn should get a bigger role than what she's ever given. But at the same time, I do realize she's not a main character. But it's like she's a prominent character, but not like she's always there, but never doesn't really do anything. I
would have liked her to be. Like come off a little stronger.
Right. Same here.
In the movie.
Yes.
I don't mean like physically stronger, but like more as a stronger confident presence.
Yeah. If I had done the movie, I would have done something along the lines of Tila is like her dad, and the two of them are taking out guards. She has like this Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff from Avengers, kind of like, I'm taking care of this with no problem, but there's just a lot of guards for her to take care of. As to where I would have had Evelyn be like the strongest person He-Man has to deal with before he gets to the real strong Skeletor. But like, Evelyn is like almost like Evelyn is like Sagat before you get to Bison. It's like you finish fighting Sagat and you're just like, fuck, is that over? Yeah. It's like, no, he's not even the hardest guy.
Like Evelyn being like that buffer where he gets there, he's having a hard time dealing with this. I need to get the sorceress involved, or something to get me past this roadblock to getting to Skeletor.
Right. I would have liked that. Yeah, because I do love me some sorcerers, especially Morena Baccarin, who plays sorceress. I love her in from Firefly to Deadpool to everything she's in. I really enjoy her. They didn't really give her much to do. I mean, there's a lot of characters. Like Ram Man, you saw him like in 2 scenes, and I'm like, for Ram Man, I get that. Mechanic, he had his little thing in the fights. Like, I get that. Perfect. But like
those guys don't need like huge scripted roles.
Exactly.
Those are your action sequences. I would have been happy with just like Ram Man showing up saying, "Hey everybody," and then that boom.
Yeah. So if you had a He-Man movie and or cartoon, name some characters that you would like to have seen.
First off, Stratos, since they teased that at the end.
Yeah.
With the Avions. comment. Cat. Panther.
Okay, I'll allow that. Yeah.
I think Zodak could be a very cool story arc because, he's kind of like in neutral territory,
Yes. I'd like to see Faker.
Faker would be good.
Yep.
Hopefully, if they do Faker, they make him blue.
Blue, yes, I want a blue Faker.
Gotta have blue Faker.
They could bring in the Snake Men. You had what? King Hiss, Tongue Lasher,
Cobra Khan,
Rattler, Cobra Khan.
I want to see Manny Faces.
Do you? I was never a fanny faces. I don't know if I need to see Manny Faces. I don't think I was just ever a fan of him. I don't know if you picked up on it when at the end, Man at Arms and Marlena were talking, and she was like, "Oh, I wish we could have the other one." And as the second she said the other one, I knew exactly who she was talking. I was like, "She said it." You know what you should do? You should get those figures and do one of the like little episode cartoony toy things that I do, but with them. Like the He-Man could do a lot with that.
Dude, I told you whenever I got this that I was kind of, am I feeling it? It's a cool figure. No, it's got me now.
Yeah, you're in?
It.
You're all in?
Oh, yeah, I'm all in. Like, dude, this Prince Adam.
He's on the screen right now with villagers. Tell Filmation you need villagers. All right, so as usual, we only got through half of our review, but I had a great time as I always do. This is a great conversation.
I'm Chris, TF Arc Legends. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and various scummy places on Facebook and Reddit.
And I'm your friend Vash, aka Trigger Happy 77 on Instagram and YouTube only. I don't go on Facebook anymore. I'm just done with it. All right, that's our show. This has been fun.
That's our show.
If I say that's our show, they don't need you to also say that. Like I've already.
No, that's our show.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm going to say whatever I want because I spend the whole time 3 hours listening to you say whatever you want.
Like to yap. Oh, look at little Orko.